Alrighty, hi everybody. I'm happy to be here. It's been a bit of a wild year. This past June, my mom beat stage 4 cancer, which is exciting. Thank you. Yeah, I always felt like she'd pull through. She'd been through a lot worse, like 4 pregnancies, which I can say as the youngest, too many, you know? She should have stopped rolling the dice a while ago. My eldest brother, he was a C-section baby. Second brother broke my mom's hip during childbirth. Yeah, third one died in there, and then I crawled out like the Exorcist, so we put her through the ringer, to say the least. And she's had good support around her too, like her husband, my dad. Lovely man, great guy, does not always think through everything he says out loud, but whatever, He recently told me he regrets not joining the Army, and I went ahead and reminded him he was the stay-at-home parent. I was like, oh, fascinating. You'd rather go to war than hang out and watch Kim Possible with me. Got it. So we just had a lot of small slip-ups like that. Like in 6th grade, he was my volleyball coach, and he thought it would be a productive use of team huddle time to rank how everyone was doing. And a lot of kids don't need the truth verbalized like that. But nevertheless, my dad said that me and this kid, Evan, were doing the worst. Yeah, I was holding back tears because I was a little used to my father's criticism. You know who wasn't? Evan, yeah. And luckily, Evan's mom had a 30-minute chat with my dad about what is and isn't appropriate to say to children. A chat I wish every coach was given. The very next year, I had one yell at me, Lang, get your head out of your ass and into the game. I was like, sir, this is the B team, not SEAL Team 6. Like, calm down. Middle school sports were taken a bit too seriously in my hometown. We had A teams and B teams. For those who don't know, A team is for like the more athletic kids, and the B team is for kids with eating disorders. And if you didn't walk in with one, you left with one. That's how that works. Like, we frequently had to do things like shirts versus skins, which, I don't know, if you're a grown adult making children do that, you should be in prison. Here's a crazy idea. How about I remember who's on my goddamn team? Has anyone tried that one before? That way, no one has to have their tits out during practice. I'd be sick. I had bad body image issues like all throughout my teens, primarily because I looked horrible. That was something everyone knew. Nobody said it directly to my face, but I pick up on context clues. Like, my friends were all really into the Harry Potter books. I never caught on the whole reading bandwagon myself, but I'd see the movies with them. And before we saw the last one, they were like, let's all dress up as characters before we go, which is fun in theory. But does anybody want to take a guess as to which character they thought I resembled the most, knew I should dress up as? Any guesses? Voldemort. Thank you so much for guessing and participating. And also, thanks for guessing a human character. That makes me feel great. My friends thought I looked like Dobby. Dobby, for those who don't know, is a gremlin whose notable and only outfit is a burlap sack. So I got to dress in public to see a movie in which, spoiler alert, he dies, so... And, if you grew up loving the Harry Potter books, it's time to reflect, okay? I read them for the first time over the pandemic, could tell 100 pages in that bitch was problematic. I was like, oh, the grown woman describing 12-year-olds as gorilla-like has other bad takes? Shocker. Then I got to the part where she describes Dobby. Holy shit, those friends of mine, not going to heaven. Absolutely not. But, it wasn't just my peers that made unsolicited comments about my appearance. It was also full-grown adults. Like, I did theater in high school, and no one's as ruthless when it comes to describing a teenager's body like a high school theater director. Howard said to me, Danny, your dancing's improved so much over the past few years. Do you know who you remind me of? That old Disney cartoon, Spooky, Scary Skeletons. Got me again, was really expecting to hear a human name. That's on me, I guess. In his defense, I did weigh 20 pounds less and have a buzz cut, so I get it, I looked like a corpse. But yeah, unfortunately, when your body is constantly being compared to those of goblins and monsters, you can develop body dysmorphia. Whoops. But You know, I'm working on it. I feel a lot more confident in myself nowadays, regardless of what people still choose to say directly to my fucking face. Like, I went through a breakup last year, and the first person I hooked up with post-breakup said out loud to me, "So, do they not give you a free membership at the gym you work at?" I was like, Jesus Christ, is this a roast battle? He was like, "If you just gained 5 pounds of muscle," and then pointed to areas he thought I could tone up. Yeah, I was like, a lot of comments on my body for somebody who just came inside of it. Yeah, pretty quickly, might I add, so I'm obviously doing something right. Thank you. And in case you're wondering, what did he look like? Me. Just a twink with a different haircut. I was like, listen to me, you four-eyed faggot. I could eat you and not gain 5 pounds, so maybe zip it, Ichabod Crane, but you know, I should be grateful. He helped me get my revenge body. It's his, it's buried in my backyard. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.